You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and Beautiful fans. It's Belinda with Soap Dirt, and I've got a very important question for you. If Eric survives this medical ordeal, will Ridge go back to trying to toss him out the door of Forrester Creations? I know that all of us are hoping that, or most of us are hoping that Eric Forrester is going to survive this, that we're going to find out he was misdiagnosed, or he was being poisoned, or something that is either curable, treatable, or was a mistake, and he's got something just really minor. I don't know. I mean, John McCook could be going. I know a lot of us, like I said, hope that he's not. And if he is not, that means he's going to recover his health, and he's coming off of this big victory that has totally changed his mindset. So just real quick, I want to talk to you guys about what happens if Eric recovers and what Ridge could do from then. If you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. So, you know, Ridge is being very magnanimous. He gave up the CEO office to his dad, Eric. He brought up all his trophies. He found that gosh darn stapler. And then Ridge lied and said his dad won the fashion challenge. He did all of that because he thinks his father is dying and has less than 6 months to live. But if this diagnosis or prognosis changes to something curable or treatable, I think Eric is going to want to stay on as CEO. And I think Ridge's attitude is going to do a 180 right back to where it was before. And I look forward to your comments on this. I just can't imagine Ridge Forrester would accept it. And plus, you know, Ridge isn't the sole CEO. Steffy is Ridge's co-CEO. So right now, they are both stepping back to let Eric resume the mantle of power. We haven't seen Ridge and Steffy having a conversation, but they are still co-CEOs. I don't recall that changing. Let me know if you guys do. So they're both just kind of now waiting in the wings, watching the calendar, knowing he's going to die, and then they're going to take back their jobs. And before Ridge found out Eric was sick, he was actively trying to put his dad out to pasture. You know, he was specifically saying he needs to play pickleball, he needs to travel, he needs to enjoy his golden years. And he said, you know, his time here is done. It's my time. It's all me. Me. So I just wonder if Ridge's attitude would continue just like that if his dad survives, or would this be some kind of life lesson that would have him be a little more introspective and maybe back off of this? So I'm just wondering if it's going to be back to Ridge's agenda. You know, that's what I'm really, really worried about. So if Eric survives, I can totally see him arguing with Ridge and telling him, no, look at what I just did. This legacy collection was great. I'm the top dog. And then I could see Eric saying, I even beat you in the fashion challenge. I deserve to stay CEO. And then Ridge dropping the bombshell that his father didn't win. That would be really, really cruel. But it's also the kind of thing I could totally see Ridge doing if he gets all worked up and angry at his dad. You know, on the most recent episode this week, on I think the 14th, Tuesday the 14th, Eric talked about he had all these design ideas. He wants to get them all down on paper. He's just on fire. He's inspired. And Donna is frustrated and Katie is scared because his doctor came over and warned him, you know, doing all this for this fashion challenge could kill you, literally. And he's like, I have to get through. I just have to do this. And now he's trying to pretend he is Superman and he is immortal. And Donna is freaking out and you can't really blame her. They're worried. So I also want to understand this. I've seen some comments with you guys talking about it because it bothers me as well. Why is Ridge telling every single person that he actually won the fashion challenge? Is that some kind of just ego thing where he just can't let his dad have this? I mean, that's not cool. if you're making an actual sacrifice, then you make the sacrifice and you don't go around telling people, oh, I made that sacrifice for you. I did that for you. You know, that's not a true act of sacrifice or service or anything like that if you are crowing about it and trying to get credit. That just, to me, that cancels it out. So he might as well not have said anything if he's going to say to everyone, oh, haha, I beat my dad and I'm lying to him because he's dying. That's just really, really crappy. And, you know, Ridge was full of all that big talk about forcing his dad out before he found out he was dying. So if that changes, I could definitely see a civil war of Ridge versus Eric, with Ridge trying to push him out, telling him that his era is past. Eric lost the fashion challenge. Everybody else thought that Ridge should have won it, so they weren't surprised when he told them. And Eric would just be humiliated. I mean, saying all that would probably get him to back away, but it would be so humiliating and demoralizing and awful. But would Ridge actually do it? Yeah, I think he would. And I'm very interested in your comments. Do you guys think if Eric pulls through this, is Ridge going to turn around and try and shove him back out the door and sideline him just like he was doing before he found out about his dad's fatal diagnosis? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely come back here every single day. We are here 7 days a week talking about Bold and the Beautiful, and I'll be here even on Thanksgiving Day. So take a listen. If you're out shopping on Black Friday, that's fine. I'll be here too. I'm shopping online, so I'm right here covering soaps. Check back very soon for more on Bold. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.